Her story is exactly why fetal heartbeat shouldn't be used to determine if someone can get an abortion in an emergency situation. Avery Davis Bell was excited to welcome her and her husband's second child, but at 18 weeks pregnant, after going back and forth to the hospital several times, even going as far as to bring in a dinner plate-sized clot in a takeout container to show doctors, it was clear she was miscarrying. It was too early in her pregnancy for the fetus to survive outside the womb, but because it still technically had a heartbeat, the medical professionals at the Georgia hospital she was at would not perform the necessary dilation and evacuation. Because with a heartbeat, the procedure would be considered an abortion. Even worse, Georgia has this mandatory 24-hour waiting period for the narrow exceptions they do allow, unless it's a medical emergency. So even though she was losing an immense amount of blood, and as time went on, she was risking sepsis, the deadliest kind of infection, they still made her wait. Again, this was a baby that would not survive no matter what, but doctors' hands were tied because it technically had a heartbeat and she wasn't in enough danger yet. I can't reiterate this enough. This is what we get when we have politicians, not people with medical degrees, making laws over people's bodies. Eventually, at another hospital, Belle's hemoglobin was so low because of all of the bleeding, her case was finally deemed an emergency. She finally got the procedure that she needed that should have been performed hours ago. She says no matter what, losing her child was already going to be the worst point of her life, but says Georgia's laws added insult to injury.